Well, hello appliance repair guys. Another day on the planet and another broken appliance. And today I'm gonna be working on a Whirlpool washer that is not that old. They say it stops running and the time flashes. That's all I got for the info. And it says, yep, sometimes it runs through the cycle, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm gonna try to dig into it, see what could be the issue. Not much information, everything is working at the moment. So first things first, I turned it on, ran it, nothing wrong. I did check the drum, and the drum is fine, its bearing sounds fine, the rubber is good. One thing that customer did tell was that they think it's the drum and the gasket is the problem. And that sounds like, that could be expensive repair, maybe it's not worth repairing. So I did check that. Basically, you turn the drum by hand and you watch this gap right here. And if the gap is always the same, the drum is right in the center, and then you can try to lift the drum up. And usually when you're lifting it up, if you feel like there's a little clink, a little loose, usually your bearing's going. Sometimes if you spin it fast enough, you can hear a little grinding. Right now it's just the water sloshing. It looks great. The gasket, sometimes if it's really bad, out of balance, you can tell that the gasket is all like chewed up around here. It smells like rubber sometimes. And then I say, sorry, I don't fix this, guy. You're gonna have to replace too many parts to fix it. Some guys get into it and do it, but it could be expensive. But anyway, this one, I'm guessing it's a lit switch. That's my first guess, because she said it's the time is blinking when it stops. So usually when it's blinking, that means it's paused. So it was paused involuntarily, maybe because the door sensor did not sense that the door is closed. And maybe intermittent lit switch problem. So what I did, pulled the top off, 3 screws in the back, and slides back, and the user manual was in this little baggie right here. So I'm gonna read the diagnostics. Activating service diagnostic mode. So alright, so that's what we want. It says choose any 3 buttons except power. Press and release first, second and third button in a row. Repeat 3 button sequence 2 times. The unit has to be in standby mode. That means unplugged, turned off. After you do have to unplug it, have to wait 30 seconds before you try to run this diagnostic. And this is the menu. Once you get in there, then you can choose these 3 buttons, and they have different functions. So we're gonna try to get the error codes. So we're gonna have to hold the 3rd button. Press the 3rd button once, and that will get us to show the error codes. So that's gonna be our first thing to test, is to try to get the error codes. I'm not even probably get in testing the lid lock itself, since it's working. Usually it has a bunch of cables, bunch of variable resistance on the cables. It's kind of hard. I tried in the past. It's usually pretty hard to tell if it's good or bad, especially these newer ones. To get it off is take these screws off. There's a ring here, metal ring. So you pull this back, get the screws off, and you can replace it, unplug it from there. So, but I'm hoping that's what it is. So let's see if we get any codes on the on the diagnostics mode, and if there's any codes about the lid lock. Alright, so let's turn it off. I'm gonna choose any 3 buttons. I kinda like to choose buttons in a row. Easy to use. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we go, we're in it. Alright, so we're gonna have to push the third button once. That will show us error code. So nothing is showing up here. Let's see. Oh, as soon as I press that, I think this is the diagnostic cycle. So yeah, I got in somewhere else. Let's see if we can advance this. I think as soon as I pressed start, hoping it'll show me the next code. This is, I think, automatic diagnostics. Actually, second button should have done that. Momentary press, activating quick diagnostic test. Alright, we'll just let this thing roll through. This is on C01. What that means is, there you go. So quick diagnostics, the door lock, C01. Heater turned on, steam valve actuated. C0234, yeah, runs the cold valve, hot valve, motor, fan, heater. Goes through all, testing everything. And the very first one was the door lock system and the pump, and we heard that already. And power button at any time to exit. Okay. Enter procedure, second button, and press start button. Perform. I thought I pressed third button, but I guess sometimes they do something funny. Yeah, it's spinning right now. Alright, we'll just let this one finish. I did really want to see error codes, but we can try to do that later. I want to see where can I advance. I'm sure there's a way to advance through. Nope. Oh, here we go. Press play one more time. Goes to the next test. Sometimes doesn't let you do it right away. So advancing through saved fault codes. Yeah, I didn't get zero codes. I did when I pressed the third button. Nothing came up. So this is how to read the codes. The code has two parts, F and E. So it'll be two numbers blinking. Clearing fault codes, okay. Alright, so we at test number 5. Just keep going forward to test 6. So yeah, this one is a tough one, but I'm hoping I'm gonna get in the codes and check that out. One thing I did notice here, I asked the customer how high the water comes up, and she said, oh, maybe up to here. So I know that the hose gets underwater, it could siphon the water back in, and usually that can throw the washer off, thinking the drum is too heavy, the washer that's not pumping out water, because it siphons back in, and it could stop the whole cycle. Usually you would get the error code, but they never mentioned any error codes, so I'm gonna just kind of stick with my idea that it's a door switch, which is a guess. since everything is working. So I'll do a little bit more testing. Here we go. So next test. So yeah, these washers are pretty good. I like the front loaders better than top loaders for sure, even though the boot gets moldy, and I still think they last a lot longer. The top loaders these days, they don't make them as good. The only good brand out there is Speed Queen that's left, and it doesn't look that pretty as the other ones. So alright, let's finish this guy off here. Almost through the quick diagnostics. This is the last one. We'll test the motor and the door lock system, and that's it. Alright. Okay, alright, we're done. Let's try to get in there again. And then unlocked. Drum is empty. Alright, let's try to get in it one more time. It's off right now. Alright, we're in it. So third button once. Just beeping and nothing showing. Alright, let's just try first button once. This is the display user interface. Just test each button, make sure the buttons work. Alright, so yeah, no codes at all. That's so weird. Maybe it did reset. She said you haven't used them in a week, so the codes could have been cleared out by then. Alright, let's try one more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're in it. Just wait till. Okay. Everything go out. Press this guy once. Nothing. Just beeps. So if I press this guy, nothing. So if I press the second guy, here we go. Now we get into the quick diagnostics. So the second button, quick diagnostics. Third button, error codes. First button, user interface test. So at this point, I'm just gonna stop it. I will try to get in and clear the codes, which is holding the third button 5 seconds, which we don't get any codes right now, so it doesn't really matter, but I just want to make sure that works. Okay, we're in it. The code should display right away. Nothing's displaying, so I hold this 5 seconds. Okay, beeped, so things it's reset. Turn this guy off. Alright, I'll tell him run this thing. Doesn't want to turn off, huh? So could be a little tricky, yeah, but just practice a little in and out a few times, and you can get a hang of the diagnostics, reading the codes. I think this is like a #1 step in any washer, diagnostics, or any other appliance, and mastering how to read the manual and reading the error codes, and I guess making the sense out of it. It's really important. Sometimes you can get a bunch of codes. Usually I see more than one code. Usually like unbalanced load, slow drain, door lock, button held too long, and all these codes could be actually not even related to your problem, because they just, maybe at some point there was a small issue, but you kind of have to decipher which one is most relevant to the problem you're experiencing, which code is actually the one that's legit, that it's kind of pointing you towards the issue, and sometimes you have to disregard the rest of them and do a reset of the codes, and then run a diagnostics, quick diagnostics or a full load, and hopefully that code pops up right away if it's the problem, so then you can pinpoint which one is the problem code. Alright, in this case I'm just gonna have them run the load. I'm gonna order the lid lock, since according to their description that's what I think it is. I will raise the drain hose, just charge them the service fee for diagnostics, and yeah, hope this doesn't come back, and if it does come back, I'll come back with the lid lock. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope that helps with your training to repair appliances, or if you try and tackle your own. Definitely good luck with it, and if you need help, ask questions in the comments. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.